All right, guys, I was wanting to put in a video just to help with where to get to the assessment and really just in general the fact that we have three different websites in Amplify that we might be utilizing at one time. So, the first thing is our course is this website with the learn.easygenerator.com. And with that one, that was only for your training course. So once you had finished your training course, you were finished with this one. This is done. So when you've got that complete and you have printed your certificate, downloaded it as a PDF, and sent it to me, you don't actually have to print it out on paper. But where you download that, send it to me, you're really finished with that course unless there's something that from this course on specifically giving the dibbles that you want to come back to. So, just as a quick reminder, slide 9 in the slideshow shows you the three websites. So, the main website you'll be utilizing as you're actually looking at reports and looking at your students' instruction is this mclass.amplify.com. But I myself even got confused the other night trying to find the assessment. So I'm going to show you two ways to get to your assessment portion. So, first of all, on slide 9, I embedded the link that will take you straight to giving your assessments. You enter your password that you put in for that you chose yourself for Amplify. And then any of your kids, this is my demo class, but any of your kids that need assessing are going to come up and it's going to show you exactly what to assess. Okay. And there are, for the kid portions, some of these we have in the spiral bound books actually have what the kids need to track with their finger. And so you can use those and not have to print them and put them in a sleeve. But some of these are not in those spiral bound books, and you'll need to print them and put them in a sleeve. But this is where we actually click on assess and go through the assessment with a student. Okay. So we can do it with going to mclass.amplify.com/assessment, but we can also get to it from our homepage, that dashboard page I asked you to save. So remember, if we go to our mClass home, we're going to log in with Amplify, and then everything we're doing for the most part is right here. Online assessment management just lets us set for sure what assessments we want to give. I'm just asking you to use the default that mClass generates for you. So you would click on your dashboard, like always. And that's really where your everything is housed, right? So, and for me, I kept wanting to give my benchmark from this tab, but this tab is only going to show me reports, okay? Same thing goes for progress. It's going to show me the reports. But when I get ready to actually give my assessment, if I haven't kept that third website up here, I can go to intervention. I can go to materials for assessments. And then I can get to that website with using this link, mClass Interventions Assessment App. And that will, once again, just pull up the same thing that if I went to that separate website. And also, if we're second and third grade, we're going to give the maze, which is one that is assigned to the students digitally. And you can click there and it will give you the directions for how to give the maze. Okay. But the kids will take the maze online digitally. The rest of it will be one to one with you. So, walking through that again, okay, if I'm on the slides, slide 9 of the training slide shows me all three websites that I might utilize with Amplify. If I'm giving the assessment, I use mclass.amplify.com/assessment. If I'm going to my dashboard, I'm mclass.amplify.com. And then, of course, the third one was your training course. So just another reminder that if I am just wanting to work from my dashboard and not keep up with that second site, everything for my actual work is going to be in that button. If I get somewhere weird, I can always choose home, but I'm going to be in, they combined everything into the mCLASS Amplify Reading Edition button. So I would click that. This is about giving my students on their independent Amplify reading. So most of what I'm using is in this intervention button. But if I'm needing to assess, I can still go through intervention, materials for assessments, and open up the assessment app that way. Dibbles 8, you can see benchmark student materials, okay? So this is Dibbles 8, grade 2 maze. But you can see, let's see, here's grade 1 benchmark student materials. So if I clicked on that, if I am benchmarking first grade students, everything I might need to print out for them is right here. Every single one of those pages that they might need to track with their finger for me. I don't know about you, but I was struggling with where to find these because they weren't in our spiral bound books. So just keep that in mind. It all is available from this home button. It's not the easiest thing to navigate, but once you know where the things are, it's okay. So if I need to print materials, I can go to training and print by scrolling down to any of the grade levels. So Dibbles 8 grade 1, Dibbles 8 grade 2 benchmark materials, Dibbles 8 grade 2 maze, because you start with maze in grades 2 and 3, which those you should not have to print. You should be able to let your students do them on their device. But grade 3 benchmark student materials. And so whichever grade I'm needing to have ready for the kiddos, I can print that from there. And then I can launch my testing and where I record my scores by going to my normal all day, every day button, clicking on intervention, clicking on materials for assessments and the assessment app. And again, the other way I can get to that is mclass.amplify.com/assessment will also take me to my assessment app. So I just wanted to clarify that. And again, those 3 websites are on slide 9 of our training deck. So it's always there for you.